What's going on, everybody? Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Cranking out the reviews this week. Trying to get caught up because the 2025 releases are coming at me hot and heavy. So, got to find time to listen to all this stuff. Got to find time to talk to you guys about all this stuff. So, here's one that came out about a month ago. Almost a month to the day. Struggling to keep up with all this stuff. But you guys know I like this band a lot. This is the great Dutch symphonic power prog epic metal band Epica. Epic band Epica. This is their ninth studio album. It's called Aspiral for Nuclear Blast Records. It is out. I've got this 2-disc version, which has the album, the CD on album. Well, the CD on album has the CD and a bonus disc with something called the Symphonic Synergy on Blu-ray. I have not watched that yet, so I really have no idea what it is, but I didn't want to hold this up anymore because me trying to get to watch something lately has just been taking me forever. So, but I have been listening to the album, so I wanted to just review the album. But yeah, let's take a look at the this little digibook type thing here, digipack thing. So we've got opens up this way, that way. There you got your Blu-ray and your CD, and then in the front pocket we've got the booklet, which has, of course, additional artwork, full lyrics. Photograph of the band, looking great as always. Lyrics of each song. And all the other good stuff, credits and things. So let's talk about the band. Of course, Simone Simons. Simone Simmons, I think it's Simons. I always want to say, I've said both in time. Over time, Simon Simmons, I believe it's Simons. Anyway, lead vocals. One of the great female singers in metal. Just hands down. She's so good. Mark Jansen on rhythm guitars and what they always list as grunts. What are grunts, Pete? It's basically you're kind of like not overly death metal growl, right? He's great at it. I've always loved his extreme metal vocal part in this band because I think you can understand what he's saying and it just gives this Beauty and the Beast thing, which is so well done. You got Isaac Delahaye on lead rhythm and acoustic guitars. You got Cohen Jensen on synths and grand piano. Rob Vanderloo on bass guitar and Arjen van Wessenbeek on drums. All right, so choir arrangements done by Cohen Jensen and Epica, produced by Joost van den Broek, and Epica, and the band recorded at Sandian Recording Facilities in Riehen, the Netherlands. Mixed by Joost as well, mastered by Darius van Helferen at Amsterdam Mastering, Amsterdam in the Netherlands. All right, so what is this album all about? It's about an hour long, right? It's an hour long with how many tracks we've got? Roughly, I think it's 11 tracks in total. Like I said, about an hour's worth of music. This particular record is a continuation of themes which the band calls the New Age Dawns series, which kind of started back on Consigned to Oblivion back in 2005. Killer album, by the way. And continued on in Design Your Universe in 2009. So they've kind of skipped around this for a while, and they've decided to revisit it once again. And it's as is every this band has never released a bad album, folks. If you've been following me here on the channel for a while, I have reviewed pretty much every Epica CD album as it's come out since we started doing this YouTube channel, and before that, we've reviewed every single one and continue to on our webzine as well. So to me, this is the finest symphonic metal band going today. No disrespect to Nightwish, because I do like Nightwish quite a bit as well. I don't think they hold a candle to Epica. I just think Epica brings a lot more to the table for me personally. First of all, Simone is incredible. I think I already said that a couple minutes ago. She has an amazing quasi-operatic vocal style. She's emotional. She's powerful. She does it all. I love Mark's extreme metal vocals, the grunts, the growls, the screams that he drops in, but they're always used perfectly. They never overpower the music. Simone is the star here, but Mark adds this whole kind of, there's this light and shade, this yin and yang, this kind of like I said, the Beauty and the Beast thing. Does it so well. When he comes in, it just makes things even more powerful, and it's great when they play off each other. There's riffs aplenty on this album. A lot of them, actually. And the big symphonic arrangements and the keyboard orchestrations, just so well done. Drumming is great. The performances are spectacular. But, you know, it all comes down to the songs, right? And I think there are some really, really memorable tracks on here. You know, Cross the Divide opens it up. That's killer. You got Arcana is the second track. But, man, for me, this album really picks up on track number 3, Darkness Dies in Light, A New Age Dawns Part 7. Amazing. It's 8 minutes long. It's got some just killer riffs. I love the stampeding arrangement, but yet it's so classy and majestic with all the orchestrations. And man, Simone just sounds great. And then when Mark comes in and they play off each other, perfect. Really good. Obsidian Heart, another great one. The middle of the album for me just crushes. Fight to Survive, the overview effect. One of my favorites on the album. So good. Man, the vocal interplay, killer. Then you got Metanoia. New Age Dawns Part 8. Amazing. 7 minutes long. It starts off kind of mellow, all those cool synths, and then all of a sudden the big riffs come crushing in. Killer. Then you have Time, another one of my favorite tracks here. It's one of the shorter tracks. It's just under 4 minutes long. What an amazing riff, man. I could have sworn I'm listening to this song and I'm thinking, did they steal that from John Petrucci from Dream Theater? No, but it kind of sounds like something John would do. It's just amazing, amazing, heavy, prog metal-y riff. In fact, I would argue that Fight to Survive, Metanoia, and Time, there's a lot of prog metal-y things going on in some of these tracks. Really good. Then you got Apparition, another really great track, kind of moody. Eye of the Storm is excellent. Great orchestrations from the keyboard player on that one. Just really, really good. And then you've got The Grand Saga of Existence, which is A New Dawn's Part 9. Really good. Another very prog metal-y type of track. Again, with the soaring Simone vocals. Mark dabbling in when he needs to, right? And lots of churning instrumentation. The arrangements are really cool. Big riffing. There's plenty of guitar solos and keyboard solos on here, but they don't overdo it. This is more about serving the song, I think. And it's just so powerful. This whole album just has this sense of power and majesty and epicness, right? Just so good. Then you've got the title track finishes off the album. And that's this kind of like light synth, soothing Simone vocal type of thing. It's very mellow. It's very ethereal. It's a really nice track. Man, I wish they didn't put it at the end of the album, though. You know, it seems like I'm talking about it a lot lately. I really don't like when bands put these kind of really mellow tracks to finish up an album. Especially when everything before it is just so pulverizing, right? I think this would have been better dropped like maybe track number 5 or 6, just as a little respite from everything else, and then finish it up. I think The Grand Saga of Existence would have been a great album closer here. But nobody asks me. I don't know why. They should. I can offer this insight. So, but ultimately, and it's a great sounding album. I like the production. It's just, this is Epica, right? Epica is epic, majestic, powerful, so good. Again, symphonic metal meets prog metal meets power metal meets extreme metal, prog rock. It's all kind of mixed in here together, and it's just wonderful stuff. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 star. Aspiral from Epica, their 9th studio album. If you've already heard it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you haven't checked it out, you owe it to yourself. This is one of the great bands out there. If you're someone who doesn't really like extreme metal, you can't not love Simone's vocals, right? And the, like I said, the harsh vocals come in. They don't overstay their welcome at all, and they really add to all these songs. They just make them even more powerful. And again, if you just think in terms of that Beauty and the Beast type of thing, works really, really well. So that's my review. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options all down below. Thanks, everybody. Greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.